meant there. And I don't, oh, hello, good morning. Good morning to all of you here and all of you watching out there. My name is Sylvester Sleuth. I'm a world-renowned detective. And this morning, I've got a problem here. I'm trying to figure out this mystery. I went to go eat my breakfast, and something was amiss. Dun, dun, dun! Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I say when I encounter something that's spooky or something that's a mystery. I say, dun, dun, dun. Can you say that with me? Can you say that with me? 1, 2, 3. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Well, here's what happened this morning. You see, before we go any further with my mystery is something that there's a lot of unanswered questions to. Like, what happened? Where did it happen? When did it happen? Who did it and why? Well, I've got that kind of mystery this morning, and it's under here, and it's the mystery of the spilled bowl. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know what could have happened here. I need a couple of people to come up here. All right. The two of you right there, will you come up here? Come up here and see me for a second. Come up right here. All right, push these books out of the way. I want you to look here. This is my bowl of pudding, and this is my baseball, okay, or a baseball. What do you think happened here?
I think somebody threw a baseball at your bowl to be mean.
Somebody threw a baseball at my bowl to be mean. What do you think happened here?
Someone threw a ball at your baseball to be mean.
Someone threw a bowl at my baseball to be mean. I'll tell you what I think happened. This is what I think happened. Do you want to know what I think happened? I think that a traveling band of space cows was going around the world, and they were wanting to pick up a baseball so they can go back to their planet of Mutopia and learn the game of baseball. So they picked it up in their tractor beam. But they had a power failure, and the ball fell, went through my window, crashed into my bowl of pudding, and spilled it out. What do you think about that? Sounds plausible. All right, well, thank you very much. Thank you for your insights. Thank you. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to ask my assistant, Gregory.
Murgatroyd, please. Oh, hello, everybody. Yes, this is my new puppy, Murgatroyd. Still in training, so let's see how it goes. Oh, good morning.
What are you doing?
Yes, well, I'm training my new puppy, Murgatroyd, and you know with new puppies, they make a mess, if you know what I mean.
Puppy or puppet?
Both. Anyway, well, I couldn't help but overhear y'all talking, and I don't think there is any such thing as space cows, but I think someone knocked over your milk and pudding. Someone is guilty.
Dun, dun, dun! Wait, Gregory.
What, Sleuth, what?
What is that all over your shirt?
Well, I can explain that. I walked through, and I saw this big mess, and I tried to clean it up. And yes, it got all over my shirt. That's what happened. Woo!
That's very interesting. We're going to have to put this mystery aside for a little while because we have a bigger mystery to solve. It's the mystery of the closed case. And Gregory, what is a closed case anyway?
Yes, I am glad you asked. It's when you have all the answers, but there are no more clues to solve.
Exactly. Our closed case that we have here is that Jesus died on the cross. And we might think we have all the answers to that question, who Jesus is and why he died on the cross. But if you've only looked at the evidence with your eyes and not your heart, you've only seen a little glimpse of what the cross is all about. I need 2 volunteers. 2
Okay.
volunteers, if you'll come up here, please.
Yes. You. Top of the morning to you both. Come stand over here. Yes.
All right. Looking at my evidence here, okay, I want one of you to stand over here. And what is your agent name?
Drew.
Agent name Drew. What's your agent name?
Inspector Tank.
Inspector Kank?
Tank.
Tank. Inspector Tank.
Oh,
Okay.
Tank, yes.
All right, I want y'all to stand right here. Come over here with me, please. Stand right here. One of you here, y'all look out that way. You look at that little camera over there, and I want you to say hi to everyone. Wave. Okay. Now, when I point the microphone at you, I want you to say manger. Can you do that really loudly? Manger!
Manger.
All right. And when I point the microphone at you, I want you to say cross.
Cross.
Okay.
Manger. Cross.
Louder!
Manger. Cross. Manger. Cross. Cross. Manger.
All right. So the manger is where Jesus was born, and the cross is where Jesus died. And so that most people's lives start out when they're born, right? Everybody's life starts out when they're born. And they're baby. And they're like, wah, wah. And they get older, right? And they go through life, and they get older, and they get older, and they get older, and older, and older, and then they die. Ugh.
Sleuth. What happened? You okay?
I'm okay. I'm merely reenacting.
Okay, good,
Okay.
good. Woo.
So-
Close one.
But Jesus is not just a mere person, right? Jesus is also fully God. He's fully man and fully God. So his story isn't just from manger to
Cross.
it's bigger than that. All right, you may go sit down. Give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause.
Very good, very good.
So, most everything there is to know about Jesus being born and dying, most people think that Jesus was just a man, but he was more than a man, Gregory.
Yes.
He was the Son of God. So, I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have to rewind through history and go back to the very beginning. All right.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Do it.
I'm going to need your help because I want you to make the sound of a tape rewinding. Can you do that? Do that with me.
Oh, Sleuth, what's a tape?
Never mind. Oh,
okay,
Too hard to
okay.
explain. Come here with me, Gregory.
Okay.
Come
Yes,
join me.
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're getting ready to go backwards, all right? Everybody get your backwards fingers ready. Are you ready? There's balloons, and there's a cake, and this is my 7th birthday party.
Oh,
I'm so
wow.
excited. Except there's that little kid, Freddie.
Oh, Freddie.
I had fun at this party because I got my first microscope. But that little kid, Freddie, he came in, he stuck his dirty finger into my cake and it ruined the whole thing.
No, that is horrible. Let's forget that. Let's keep going backwards, okay?
All right, let's go backwards.
Okay.
Wait, where are we? I hear music. What is that? Oh, we're in the 80s.
Oh, my favorite era.
I think we need to keep going further back. What do you think?
Let's keep going, yes.
I hear more music. Where are we? Where in the world are we? Oh, we're in the 70s. Further backwards?
Let's keep going.
Oh, we're at the birth of America. Hello, Ben Franklin. Oh, there's George Washington. He's not wearing his ditches.
I wonder if he chopped down that cherry tree yet.
I don't know. We'll have to go ask him at some point. I think we need to go further backwards, though.
All right.
I hear fire. I smell fire. We're at the burning of Rome.
Let's get out of here.
This is really far back. Well, let's roast marshmallows before we go.
Okay, let's do that.
No, let's go further back.
Oh, you kid stuff.
Oh, look, we're at the night that Jesus was born. Wow. Silent night, holy night. I say the angels are there. They're retreating now into the sky because they've already delivered the good news to the shepherds, and the shepherds have come, and they're hanging out with Jesus here at the manger, and they're getting ready to go out and spread the good news of Jesus. This is the birth of Jesus, but this is not where the story begins.
What do you mean?
We got to go further back.
Okay, let's keep going.
It's a dinosaur!
Save me, Murgatroyd!
Further back, further back.
Okay,
further
okay.
Back, further back.
They're still there.
Harder. I don't hear anything.
Good.
In fact, I don't see anything. It's completely dark.
It is dark, yes.
We must be at the very beginning. We must be before time began. And so Jesus is even here. Surely there's something about that.
I think I read.
I've got it. Gregory, would you read John 1?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
3.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Let me take a look. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God.
Yes.
And the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything that was made. Yes.
Jesus is the Word, and the Word is God. So to solve any good mystery, we have to go back to the beginning, and we have discovered that Jesus was in the beginning.
Playbo!
No, not the big inning, the beginning.
I get confused with those all the time.
Okay, so the Bible calls Jesus Emmanuel. That's a clue for us. Does anyone know what Emmanuel means? Yes. God with us. Did you know that? Did you know that Emmanuel means God with us? Gregory, can you read more in John? Can you read John 14?
Yes. Let me take a gander.
All right.
It says this.
Okay, ready?
And the Word became flesh.
Yes.
And dwelt among us. And we have seen his glory. Glory as the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth.
So Jesus came to be born fully God and fully man. He lived a perfect life and then died. But his story doesn't end there. He came back to life. He's eternal. Dun, dun, dun! Okay, I need more volunteers. I need 5 volunteers.
5.
Go pick out 5 volunteers and bring them up and line them right here.
So many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on up.
All right, I want you to line up right here between the couch and the Bible over there, or the sign over there. Just spread out a little bit, get a little farther from one another than you would normally be from one another. And you can come up here. Won't you come right here? Okay, and there. All right, now, let's see. You are going to be, I want you to be the manger this time. Can you say manger?
Manger.
Manger, all right. And you need to shout it, manger!
Manger!
Oh, very good, very good, very good. All right, you're going to be before time. Can you yell, before time?
Before time.
All right. And you're going to be the cross. Say, the cross.
The cross.
All right. And you're going to be the empty tomb.
The empty tomb.
And you're going to say, forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
Oh, very good. I like that. That was very good. All right. So when I point to you with the microphone, you're going to say what I told you to say, right? Do you remember what you are? Do you remember? Anybody need a refresher course? Before time, the manger, the cross, the empty tomb, and forever and ever. Are you ready? All right. So Jesus was there.
Before time.
And then the Word became flesh and he was born in the
Manger.
And then he grew up and he did this ministry on earth and he taught people about God the Father. And then he was crucified on
The cross.
And then everybody thought he was gone forever. But was he? No! The third day he rose again and everybody went and visited the
Empty tomb.
and he lives.
Forever and ever.
All right. So Jesus is there. He's always there, even
Forever.
before time
Before time.
and
Forever and ever.
on the
Cross.
and
Manger.
and
The empty tomb.
and
Forever and ever.
and
Cross.
and
The manger.
and
Cross.
and
Before time.
all right. Jesus is with us always at every point, even though we weren't there
Before time.
and even though we weren't there at the
Empty tomb.
we have eyewitnesses that tell us that Jesus is there. And the Bible tells us that Jesus is forever and ever. He is Emmanuel and he is with us. Okay. All right, my young detectives, you can go sit down. Thank you very much. Everybody give them a round of applause. Okay, so let's see what we have learned. Okay, it is not enough to look through a microscope, Gregory. It's not enough to look through a magnifying glass. It is not enough that we look at these clues with our eyes. Junior detectives, we're going to have to use the eyes of our heart. There's a story about two men who first met Jesus and saw him with their heart. Okay, so let me paint the picture for you. So after the empty tomb, all of the disciples thought Jesus was gone. And then the rumors were that he came back from the dead. And so there were two men who were walking along. Did you have any good coffee this morning? No, I had coffee. My coffee was really, really weak this morning. Oh, well, let's go to Emmaus. They have good coffee at Emmaus. So they were walking to Emmaus together, and they're chatting about Jesus. Did you hear that Jesus appeared to Peter and all of those people? I didn't hear that. That's very interesting. And they're talking about it, and then suddenly another man joined them. Oh, well, hey, how are you? I'm doing well. And so he's walking along with them. All three of them are walking along, and they're telling him, did you hear about Jesus? They say he came back from the dead. And this man says, I know a lot about that. And so he started from the very, 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 very beginning of the Bible, and he went all the way through the Bible and told them about the Messiah, about the Christ. And he told them what the Christ had to do. And suddenly, you know what happened to these men?
What happened?
Their hearts began to be stirred. They said their hearts burned within them. No, they didn't have indigestion. They had
I thought you were baking a cake, but no, okay.
Their hearts burned and their hearts were stirred. And then this man who was walking with them as they were on their way to Emmaus to get coffee, we don't know that they were on their way to Emmaus to get coffee. I'm just kind of thinking that they would probably want coffee. But this man disappeared. And they suddenly realized, and they saw him for the first time with their hearts, with hearts of faith that believed, this is Jesus. The man that talked to them on the road to Emmaus and explained everything was Jesus. They said, our hearts burned within us. And God opened the eyes of their hearts to believe and to know the truth. Paul prayed something like this, Gregory.
Oh,
Can you help me?
Yes, I think I know it. It's in the Bible right here. Let's take a gander.
He prayed it for the people of Ephesus. Can you share that with us? Ephesians 1:16 through 18.
Yes, okay, let's take a look. I do not cease to give thanks for you, remembering you in my prayers.
Yes.
That the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, may give you the spirit of wisdom and of revelation in the knowledge of him, having the eyes of your hearts enlightened.
That's a clue.
Yes, that you may know what is the hope that he has called you. What are the riches of his glorious inheritance in the saints?
Junior detectives, these are glasses. If you can't see far away, everything looks blurry, you need glasses to be able to see. Oh, there, you're all very clear to me now. I can see you. But when it comes to our hearts, you can't put glasses on your heart. When it comes to Jesus and seeing who he truly is, we have to have eyes of faith in our heart. What Jesus has to do is what Paul prayed for the Ephesians, is that they would have eyes in their heart and that they would be able to know beyond a shadow of a doubt, based on all the evidence that they heard, that Jesus is the Son of God, that Jesus is Emmanuel, that Jesus is God with us. And when that happens, your heart begins to stir.
Just like this.
Just like that. And then you come to believe that Jesus is Savior and Lord.
Wow.
This week, our prayer for you and you and you and you is that the eyes of your heart would be opened and that you would see that Jesus is Emmanuel, God with us.
Well, Sleuth, I appreciate you sharing that. I think my heart might be speaking to me now.
Oh, yes?
Yes, sadly, I have a confession I need to make. While I was listening to what you said about Jesus, my heart was burning. I'm guilty.
You're guilty?
Yes.
Of what?
Well, let me explain. I was on my way to play baseball with some buddies of mine, and I spotted chocolate pudding, which you know is my favorite. And, I couldn't resist, so I put my finger in there. And then I took a little lick, but then that wasn't enough. I had to put 2 fingers in, and then I had another lick. And then before you know it, Sleuth, I put my whole hand in there, and then my other hand, and kept eating till it was all gone. Oh, it was so good, but... And then what happened was I spilled the milk all over the place, and then the pudding got everywhere, and the pudding got all over my shirt. And then, of course, the baseball got left on the tray, and I left because I was so embarrassed. Sleuth, I'm so sorry.
So you're saying it wasn't space cows?
No, Sleuth, no. It wasn't space cows. I am the guilty one. It was me. But does my lie have something to do with this mystery, you think?
I think it could.
Okay.
We're going to have to look for more clues. Join us as we continue our search in our mystery of the closed case. Dun, dun, dun!